Hey y'all! If you're new here, welcome to the channel, and if you're returning, welcome back. We are back in the valley for episode 4 and the final week of spring of the Stardew Valley Expanded Let's Play. So spring 22 started with me determined to finally build a silo. So after finishing up some farm chores, I collected the materials I had so far and realized I was very short on clay. So rather than spending this day productively, I decided to just dig my way to Robin's trying to collect the clay. Eventually, I did manage to get the 10 pieces that I needed and then headed inside to build the silo. After I was done destroying Robin's front yard, I decided to head out to Cindersap Forest to spend some quality time foraging. After spending the rest of the afternoon and early evening foraging, I was heading back to the farm and met Shane by the lake for a cutscene. Up late, huh? Here, have a cold one. Life. You ever feel like no matter what you do, you're gonna fail? Like you're stuck in some miserable abyss and you're so deep you can't even see the light of day. I just feel like no matter how hard I try, I'm not strong enough to climb out of that hole. Fast drinker, huh? Woman after my own heart. Just don't make it a habit. You got a future ahead of you still. So do you, Shane. Well, my liver's begging me to stop. Better call it a night. See you around, Ainsley. Then I headed to bed, earning a little bit of gold overnight. On day 23, the axe upgrade was finally ready, so I'll be picking that up this morning. I also got a letter from Lewis letting us know that the flower festival will be tomorrow. Later in the morning, I went to Pierre's to pick up some more parsnip seeds to plant, and then afterwards, quickly headed on to Clint's to pick up the axe. After running those errands, I promptly headed back to the farm to get those seeds planted. Afterwards, I decided I wanted to see my new axe in action. So I chopped a couple of stumps around the farm in order to get to the fruit trees that have been trapped. And I finally got those apricots, which is just in time for the community center artisan bundles. After a little bit more farm cleanup, I went to Andy's to give him a birthday present. When you get to my age, you'll forget when it's your birthday. Thanks for reminding me of it, farmer. No problem. Everyone should feel special on their birthday. Since I was already in the area, I decided it was back to Cindersap Forest for some more foraging for the rest of the night. And overnight, I reached level 5 in foraging and picked the forester profession. I tend to pick this one first since I'm always running low on wood, and then later down the road, I switch to gatherer to get the iridium quality truffles. Day 24 is the flower festival, so after the morning chores, I headed down to the festival grounds. I stopped to look at Pierre's stand, but was much smarter this time than I was at the egg festival. And even though I was incredibly tempted by some of the decorative and seasonal flowers, I didn't let myself buy any. That will just have to wait until next year. Then I decided to make the rounds, say hello to everybody, and see their cute little seasonal portraits. Finally, it was time for the dance to start, and I stood to the sidelines since I didn't have enough friendship points for anybody to dance with. On day 25, Lewis decided to stop by first thing in the morning. I was just checking your shipping bin. Pierre and Sophia had a large number of products to ship this morning. Ainsley, I'm very happy you're getting situated here in Stardew Valley, and you're making great progress on Blackmoor Farm. I need to walk over to Fairhaven Farm and check if Andy is shipping anything. He usually has high-quality forage. Must be convenient to be able to forage in the backyard. I'll leave you to your farm work. I'm not sure what the point of that was, but okay, thank you, Lewis. After Lewis so rudely loitered our front door, I proceeded to go do the exact same thing to Jody, waiting until 9 a.m. when I could barge in and deliver a cauliflower. And fulfilling that request gave us 350 gold. Not bad. Afterwards, I decided I was due to spend a day in the mines. And on floor 40, I had a slingshot waiting for me, which I promptly threw on the floor, since we'll get a better one later, and I'm not really good at using the slingshots anyway. I spent the day resetting floors looking for iron ore, and editing me is cringing watching how much coal I left behind, since that's also a resource I feel like I run low on, but oh well. I guess the thought at the time was that the amber was more valuable, or I'm not sure, but next time I hope I actually pick up the coal. I passed out in the mines that night, but that is totally fine since I leveled up in farming, so no energy punishment for me. I picked the tiller profession. Sometimes I contemplate picking the ranching profession since I never do it, but then I remind myself there's a reason I never pick that. If any of y'all pick ranching though, let me know if you think it actually ends up paying off. Day 26 started with heading over to Pierre's to give him a birthday present. And while I was there, I decided to sell a couple of pieces of forage that I had picked up along the way. Then I headed over to Clint's to start the process of getting my pickaxe upgraded. Upon leaving though, there was some drama going on in the town square, so I decided to listen in. Andy, as I was saying before, you can't ignore. No, you listen to me. What in tarnation is that supposed to mean? Don't come telling me I owe more. I'm doing just fine with Fairhaven Farm. Don't you go telling me this bad news. It's out of my hands. The Ferngale government I'm not hearing any of this. This will ruin me, you hear? Oh, he's mad. I thought this valley supported local farmers. Oh my gosh, Harvey coming out of the clinic. The mayor of Grampleton isn't happy with this either. I'm in no way trying to. No, the answer is no, Lewis. I can barely afford my seeds for new harvests. Oh, now Pierre's coming out to see what's happening. Andy, everything will be okay. I'm going to divert funds from the fest. I don't need no one's help. I don't accept handouts. I'll figure something out. Andy, this conversation is over. I'm leaving. Poor guy is stressed. Hello, Ainsley. You heard all of that, didn't you? Well, it was kind of hard not to. The Ferngale government is introducing new regulations. I don't think they understand the negative impact it's having on small communities like ours. I've tried negotiating, but they won't listen to me. I'm aware Andy is struggling, and he isn't doing well financially. That feels like confidential information. Rest assured, Ainsley, Kendra and I are drafting an elaborate proposal. Who is Kendra? Can you do me a favor and check on Andy? Sure, I'll check on him. Thank you, Ainsley. This is most appreciated. Yeah. I'm gonna start on that draft now. Have a nice day, Ainsley. Well, after that incredibly awkward moment, rather than talking to anybody in town, I decided to go hide in the museum instead and donated some artifacts while I was here. And today I donated an ancient doll, a crystal, an aquamarine, and a topaz, earning a reward of seeds. I then decided to give Shearwater Bridge another chance and came up here to do some fishing in an effort to catch some of the new expanded fish. I did end up having the worst luck ever, which makes sense seeing as how UI Info Suite is literally telling me that I do have bad luck today, because I only caught trash. And then the minute I actually managed to hook a fish, I was nowhere near prepared for the intensity and quickly lost it because I am terrible at fishing, and also I'm pretty sure my fishing level is still really low. So after that embarrassment, I decided that was enough difficult fishing for me for one day and instead headed up to the mountain lake where things are much more my speed. And I ended the day leveling up in fishing and picked the fisher profession. Day 27 started with Pierre giving us the blackberry tart recipe, and Shane sent us a pizza, which I promptly shipped. I then gathered a couple of things that were ready to donate and headed up to the community center. I donated 3 cave carrots to the exotic foraging bundle, 5 apricots and pears to the artisan bundle, and 3 largemouth bass to the lake fish bundle. Still no bundles finished, but definitely making progress. Then, since it was Emily's birthday, I headed to her house and walked in on a fight. Ugh, I always clean under the cushions. It's your turn this week. You're being childish, Haley. I do the vast majority of work in this house and you know it. You tell her, Emily. Oh, it's that new girl from the farm. She has a name, you know. Again, thank you, Emily. Hey, I bet you'll understand my point of view here. I'm really sorry to involve you in this, Ainsley. Haley is complaining because I asked her to clean under the cushions. It's only because I cleaned them last week. Haley, why not have this be your one job a week? Alright, you win. I guess this can be my job every week, then there won't be any reason to argue over it. Thanks, Ainsley. That was a great solution. Honestly, I feel like if you only have one job a week, you shouldn't be complaining in the first place, but whatever, Haley. After resolving some sisterly tension, Emily was still in her room, and I don't have high enough friendship with her yet to get in there. So rather than just being a creep and standing here for several hours, I decided my time was much better spent doing literally anything else. So I decided that we would do some foraging in Cindersap. After a couple hours had passed, I went back and Emily was in the living room, so I was able to give her an amethyst, gaining a decent amount of friendship with her. I headed back home where Willie was waiting to inform me that I should try fishing at the Shearwater Bridge. It's almost like he knows how badly my fishing trip went yesterday, but I still don't think I'm going to be going back there anytime soon. Instead of following his recommendations, I decided to spend some time cleaning up the farm of grass and debris since I now have a silo to hoard hay, and also just doing some general cleaning in preparation of summer. I spent the rest of the evening tidying up and then headed to bed. Day 28, last day of spring, and the copper pickaxe is ready. Also, have a Queen of the Sauce recipe, which this week is the omelet. And in the mail, Emily sent us the salad recipe. I quickly hurried over to Clint's to pick up the upgraded pickaxe, and then promptly headed back to the farm where I spent all of today rethinking my crop layout. I decided that my crop fields have been ugly long enough, so I wanted to do a little bit of decoration with some cottagecore fences that I downloaded from a mod, and then also planned out how many spaces for crops I thought I would be capable of with the amount of gold I have, and also just energy issues. So after getting the crop fields all organized for summer, I headed to bed dreaming of warmer weather. And that concludes spring of the playthrough. I can't believe an entire season is already done. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you'd give the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you've enjoyed. And I'll see y'all in the next episode for the start of summer. Bye!